Welcome back to another video, guys. So today's gonna be a little bit different video. I'm gonna teach you guys how I fit this bike in this small bag. Alright, so the bag that I'm using here today is made by Ogio. It's called the Rig 9800. And I absolutely love this bag because it is smaller than most bags. Smaller means a lot easier to deal with in the car, a lot easier to deal with in the airport, and also you don't get annoyingly asked questions about what's in your bag because it's kind of the size of a regular suitcase. And just in a little bit, I'll show you guys how I get a full-size BMX bike inside this bag. But I just want to show you what bag I'm using because it's a lot different than what you might have seen previously from other people's videos, and this is what I like to use. You have to take the bike apart a little bit more than other bike bags, but like I said, it's just a lot easier to deal with. It's a lot, less of a pain in the butt to deal with when you go, take it to the airport or put it in your car or whatever. So when it actually comes to you taking apart your bike, the tools that you're gonna be needing for this process is whatever tool, because it might be different for you guys, whatever tool to take off your stem, top cap, take off your front and back wheel, take off your pedals, and you can take off your seat if you want, but I'm able to get it in there without taking my seat off. And like I said, it might be different for you guys, but this is just for my situation. All I need is a 6 and an 8 mil. Also, depending on how much space you have in your bag, you might be able to get away with leaving your tires completely full of air. I've heard multiple people say that it's fine, but I'm still a little weary about it, and these tires are really nice and I don't feel like blowing them up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just let the air out of them. All right guys, so I just grabbed a spoke. I'm gonna go ahead and let the air out of the front and rear tire just to be safe. I don't wanna, like I said, risk blowing my tires up. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and start by taking the pedals off, and then I'm gonna get the front all taken care of and off, and then once I'm almost done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen all these bolts, and then just everything's gonna come apart, and I'll show you the process. While the bike's upside down, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my 6 mil, and I'm gonna take care of these pedals. Every time I've tried filming this, the bird likes to chirp right at the same spot. Thanks. Sometimes these can be kind of a pain in the butt, just knowing which way to go. So that one came out pretty easy actually, so that's just down. They were a little on there, I think. Awesome. All right, so next up is these stem bolts and to get this top cap off. Also, if you're running brakes, you might as well take the hanger cable off now, just to not worry about it later. And also make sure to put this in your tool bag or in a safe spot, because I have traveled multiple times forgetting this thing right here, and it sucks trying to find one, especially when you're in a different country and you can't speak the language. So put this somewhere safe. Wow, that was kind of loose. That's scary. And then once you get the bolts off, obviously, and the top cap off, obviously you can just go ahead and slide that out if it wants to slide out. Make sure to keep in mind what order you put your stuff in. So I usually you can take a picture with your phone or something, but as soon as I do that, I usually like to put it back on there. So before I go ahead and pull this off, just to kind of give myself some leverage, I like to go ahead and take off this front wheel and get the bolts loosened. Also, while doing it, take off the back wheel as well, just get that loosened. So then you kind of don't have to worry about, the frame not wanting to work with you and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Alright, so once you get the front wheel off, you can go ahead and just take the forks off. So usually what I do is I take it off how I had it, leave it there, take the top cap off, set that down, go ahead and pull the forks down. Usually mine like to stay in this bottom cup. If I can get it out, then I'll take it. There it goes. And then after that, just go ahead and reach your finger in, grab this, put that on with the race. Alright. Make sure to grab any spacers that you dropped like I did. Go ahead and put that on there. You can go ahead and set this down. Kind of hold it up. Once you grab that, go ahead and put your top cap on. Just pretty much in the order that you took it off. There we go. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and throw these on there as well. And then go ahead and put your top cap on here. Oh, look at that. All that dirt, grease from my hands, sweet. And then once you have that done, you can go ahead and just get this back wheel off. So go ahead and take the chain. Pretty much come off super easily. And boom. Take the chain off the driver. Put this aside. And then bike's parked. Alright guys, so I got the bag open. We're gonna start throwing some stuff in here. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. I used to do it with my wheels in first, then frame, then forked bar, then all my other stuff that I want to put in there, like, you know, riding clothes, my pads, my backpack, my helmet, etc. But now I got it to where I can get it a little bit slimmer and I can fit a little bit more stuff inside. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that right here. Have the bars on the bottom, stuff on the side. The wheel that's up towards the top of the bag you want to have on top. The one on the bottom obviously is towards the back. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wheel in there, literally like this. Go ahead and do that. Just like that. You see that, guys? So you want to get it all set up and you want to have it like this. There is also a little bit more room, as you can see, for the stuff to go, for other stuff to go under. Seeing that now, I might just go ahead and throw my other pads and maybe my riding shoes in there as well. And I'll show you guys that right now. Alright, there we go. Final thing. Got the shoes on the bottom, got my pads on the bottom. Sorry if I'm kind of, not explaining it too well. I haven't done this in a long time just because of the whole COVID thing. And I'm actually really excited to be going on a trip finally. So we got this all in. So now, for the part that you guys are probably all wondering how I'm going to fit the rest of the stuff in there. And you want to go ahead and grab your frame. I'm going to have it like this. This is what's going to happen. I'm actually going to go ahead and lay a towel down before doing this, just so I don't scuff up my stuff. Alright guys, so this is completely optional. You don't need to do this. I just like doing it because it's kind of like a newer bike, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a towel over this stuff, just to kind of protect it a little bit more. Never be too safe. This is the towel I use whenever I travel to put my bike in. I don't ever use this to dry body or anything. Alright. Sweet. So now, I got my towel laid. I'm going to go ahead and grab my frame. Doesn't really matter what way you do it, just as long as you have your cranks with the right crank forward. And the reason why is because this tire's right here, and if it's down like this with the right crank forward, it's just gonna rest on this tire instead of over the rim. So you wanna go ahead, put your dropouts in first. Usually I like to grab the chain, kind of throw it like that, or maybe even hold it, go like that, and then set it in there. Put it up by the sprocket, and just leave it like that. So there we go. Got it like that. Now you want to go to the other side towards the front. You want to grab your head tube, and you want to pull this. You literally just want to go like that, and then push. I'm actually gonna have to go like this because of that, and it just literally just scoops right in there like that. So my bag unfortunately has a hole right here and a hole over here. So I'm gonna go grab a piece of a used tire and I'm gonna put it on this so I don't damage this. All right, got my old tire. I'm literally just gonna put it around the head tube like this, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Just go like this, stretch it a little bit, get it in there. It's gonna be nice and snug. Awesome. All right, got it in there, nice and snug. Now, so like I said, I have a hole right here as well. I can throw this in there. Usually it doesn't really do too much, but it's an option. So now you can go ahead and grab your forks. Mine are super dirty. I'm gonna clean these up real quick. So you can go ahead and throw your forks in right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw my tool bag, my my pad bag as well in there, gloves, maybe some extra little things in there that I might need, so just to be safe. And then usually I find that around, once I throw my pad bag in there with my forks and everything and my tools, it's right around 50 pounds, and usually that's like the limit that you can have in your checked bag for most airlines. And yeah, so let's get that stuff in there. Get some jeans, get some leggings. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my forks in these leggings right here, just to kind of further the lifespan of the paint job on this thing. You don't need to do this, just kind of depends on what you do. Also, it's kind of nice to do this too, because then when you're going up to go pay for your bag or just drop your bag off, it's not clinking around and everyone's not looking at you super weird. Biggest thing, grab your tools. And then I like to throw these usually right around here. And sometimes if I don't put my my shoes under, I'll throw my shoes right here or at the back of that. Alright guys, and another really cool thing about this bag is that it has this stuff up here that you can go ahead and throw extra stuff in. Usually this is where I like to throw my pedals. Throw my pedals right here. As you can see, it kind of tore this stuff up a little bit. You can put it over there. And I throw my hanger cable in here as well, just to be safe. And that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and throw your helmet in there as well. Depends on where you can kind of get it to fit at. I might just leave mine out just for the sake of that I have a bag that already can hold a helmet. So that's pretty much it. So once you guys get that stuff in there, you can go ahead and just like that. And zip it up, just like ready to go. Probably gonna throw some more like stuff in here, like some tubes, maybe an extra tire or something like that, just in case. I'm gonna be gone for about a week and a half, so I just want to make sure I have everything. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so pretty much that's it. That's how I put my bike in my bag and how I travel with my bike around the world. And so, like I said before, there's a ton of ways you can do this. There's a ton of ways you can fit a bike in a bag. There's a ton of different bags you can use. This is just how I do it. It's a little bit more in depth than some other bags out there, but this is what I prefer, and this is what I've been traveling with for the past 3-4 years, and I've loved it ever since. I used to use the bigger bags, but it's just, they tend to just, be too much when it comes to you're going to the airport or whatever, trying to get an Uber to fit with it. It's just a really big pain to deal with. And this is just nice because it just fits right in the back of your car. Usually you don't have to worry about putting your seats down at all, and depending on how much other luggage you have. Also, another thing is I've never actually experienced any problems with this bag, well I should say taking this bag to an airport. Before I used to use the big golf bags, and every time I would go to check it in, they would always ask me what's in the bag and stuff like that. And I'd always have to make a lie up, and it'd be kind of awkward, and then if it didn't work, then I'd be stuck paying a fee. But with this bag, I literally have never had an issue with anybody asking me any certain questions, and I've never had to feel weird by lying about it, and then unfortunately having to pay a fee or anything like that. I've never had to deal with it with this bag, and I think that in itself, it literally pays for itself. And I just think this is the best bag to travel with in general. And yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys made it all the way to the end, you guys are awesome. Go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment down below if you guys liked the video. And if you didn't like the video, tell me down below as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stuff and you guys want to see more stuff like this, let me know. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.